Hey guys, welcome back to the Nice Guy Show. I'm author Phil Torsivia, here with my friends again, Kathy, Dr. Michelle, and Connie from Headline Salon. Let's talk a little bit about Valentine's Day because it's next Tuesday, I think, right?
Oh gosh, it is next Tuesday.
Wow. So does Chuck have anything planned, or does he always keep it a surprise?
You know, he's a really good surpriser.
Yes, yeah, he is.
He's
so
I know.
sweet.
He is.
He is so
He makes
sweet.
the rest of us work hard.
He does.
Yeah.
He does. His daughters their boyfriends have a really big job because he has spoiled them
As he should.
through seeing the way he spoils me. So yeah, their boyfriends are in trouble.
Yes. How about you? What's your favorite Valentine's gift? Like, would you want a guy to take you to dinner, flowers, chocolate, all the above?
Gosh, I mean, of course going out to dinner is always fun, but I always love getting flowers too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like surprises.
What kind of flowers? That's a good thing to ask. Because I know some guys, if a guy gives you a dozen red roses, that's pretty serious, right?
I don't know. I
So
don't
going
look into
to
those
color.
kind of things.
Me neither.
Yeah.
No?
I'm just,
And
yeah.
I would say on Valentine's Day, I don't want roses
You don't want
because
roses.
everybody else gets roses.
Okay.
So something different, something special.
I'm flexible. If you think about me, it's exciting.
Any flower.
I love stargazing lilies. Those are my absolute
Oh,
favorite.
yeah.
They're fragrant. They're beautiful. You can watch
They
them come
last
alive. They last forever. They're awesome.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So candy, not so much.
I like chocolate.
I stopped at Godiva this weekend. I love chocolate.
The best is the sea salt chocolate. Have you ever had that?
Oh no.
Chihuahua sells that, right? That's the one.
I don't know.
Yeah,
XOXO sells it.
Okay.
And somebody else does. I mean, C's candy, I think, is the best.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
good.
But, you know, if you can't do the gluten or, you know, some of the dairies, you can get into like XOXO where they use a little bit less of those, I guess, food allergens. But
Is chocolate good for you?
yeah, it is.
Especially dark chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
Excellent.
small amounts, totally is.
In small amounts.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I had big amounts. Everything yesterday was big amounts. So it's going to be big amounts of gym time this week for
Okay.
sure. Yeah, I use a service called Amazon Prime that I think is starting to become more and more popular. And I wanted to talk about it a little bit. It's where you can sign up with them. I think it's $79 a year. And by using that service, you get almost like a Netflix service in that you can stream movies for free and TV shows for free. And the thing I love about it is any of your non-perishable items that you get every month, every couple weeks or whatever, you can put them in a subscription queue on Amazon Prime. You get a big discount, and then the first week of the month, every month, you get a big box and it has all the stuff that you need.
Nice.
So I get everything from almonds to shampoo to toilet paper. You can get anything that's non-perishable. You can just order right from there. So I think it's AmazonPrime.com or Amazon.com/Prime.
Did you
So-
say something about free shipping as well? Or?
Yeah, free shipping. Yeah, when you get that, you also get free 2-day shipping on anything that you buy there. So
And how would you say the service of movies, the streamlining movies, compares to Netflix?
I found it to be the same.
Do they have the same amount of selection? And
They don't have quite the selection that Netflix does, but as far as the
Okay.
quality, you just have to get the DVD player or the TV that hooks into the internet to get the
Right.
service. And then they have pay for movies too. So the recent releases you can pay for those and watch them through the service. But
And
highly recommend that.
Netflix doesn't offer that, does it? The pay for movies?
Well, I guess you can pay a subscription monthly, right? So you
Yeah,
can
it's
pay-
like $7.99 a month, and you can get one free DVD that rotates.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you can streamline anything that they have for free
Right.
for that price.
But they ticked everyone off.
Yeah, they did.
Recently, right? When they split the services.
Yeah.
So it's it reminds me of the Susan G. Komen thing that we were talking about. Do you know the story behind that thing? So it was something political, right? She was.
They basically took, you know, my understanding of it is, you know, abortion and pro-choice and political and mixed cancer with
Right.
it. And, you know, cancer doesn't belong in politics, although they're making it very much like that.
Wow.
And
But
they got so much
backpedaled.
backlash
Yeah.
that they are backpedaling, but to me their apology and their switching it up and switching it back seems insincere and inauthentic, but more just like, oh gosh, we don't want to create a bad name for ourselves. But it was very disappointing.
Yeah, that was interesting. I mean, people spoke up and they made them backpedal fast. So that was the cool thing about it. I think social media has really, come of age now, where people
Yeah.
just will not sit back and tolerate nonsense like that. So I admire that.
That part makes me happy.
Now, you're going in for a procedure this week, right?
Yes, on Thursday I'm having reconstruction surgery from
This is, so you've had other reductions, you said?
Yes, I've had 2 breast reductions in the past, one when I was 15 and one when I was 17, and then they had to reduce one breast because they had to remove such large piece of tumors from the cancer.
Right.
And so now I'm going to sort of even myself out.
Oh, so we're going to miss you for 2 weeks.
I'm going to miss you guys.
Bummer. Yeah, my sister had reduction done also. I mean, what is the decision point for that? Is it because of back problems or
Back
just
problems. As an
appearance?
athlete in high school, very active on 4 or 5 sports teams. I was having back problems. Plus, I developed at such an early age, and my psyche couldn't quite catch up with the attention I was getting at such a young age. And so it was just kind of the only thing people seemed to pay attention to, and that made me really uncomfortable. So, yeah. But this one's twice the size smaller because of the cancer, so that this is kind of just to make things even.
You can hardly tell, but yeah, I know.
I'm good at hiding it.
Yeah.
I've become a master.
Wow. All right, let's talk a little bit about movies. We talked about The Help last time. I've been laughing my butt off at the Bridesmaids movie. It's not really an outtake. It's a 10-minute scene that they put on YouTube. I have to put the link up.
Yeah.
But there's a 10-minute scene. I think if you look up Mia Frampton, you'll see it. That's actually Peter Frampton's niece, right? So there's a 10-minute scene where she is going at it with Kristen Wiig. Is that her name from Saturday Night Live? And she's behind the jewelry counter, and they're just like insulting each other. So in the movie, it was only probably it couldn't have been more than 30 seconds or so in the movie. They have a 10-minute argument, and it. I mean, it's to the point. I'm at work watching it, helping these guys, down at this agency, and I'm laughing. People around me are just, like, "What are you laughing at?" I'm like,
I
you
have
gotta
to watch that.
Yeah, it's a classic. Have you seen any? I know there's some of these movies that are coming out for the awards that are coming up. Have you seen The Artist?
That's one of the only ones
No,
I
I
didn't see.
haven't.
And I heard it was really good, but
Yeah,
the
that
silent
one's
film
nominated.
kind of scared me.
Yeah, it scares a lot of people.
That's right. That's silent.
It's
My
silent
cousin
film.
went to go see that. He said it was a little trippy.
Well, and one of my clients went to see it.
Okay.
And she said, the hardest part was when do you eat your popcorn?
Oh, interesting.
Because
Yeah.
it was quiet.
Oh yeah.
It's like, so here
There's
I'm
like music playing.
spotlights on.
It's
There
just-
is music. There is
but
music.
it's still really
yeah,
low.
But it's there's no words or loud action going on. So she was like,
Yeah, that one's up for an Oscar, and so is The Help, obviously, and Hugo. I don't know. Hugo, is that the animated one?
it was a kids film that my sister took her kids to see and actually said, the kids didn't really enjoy it.
Oh,
but
so it's not
us
really
adults
kids.
Loved it.
loved it. She said she thought it was the best movie she'd seen in a really long
I
time.
loved
about?
Puss in
Wow.
Boots.
That's not on the list. Sorry.
Yeah.
That might have been last year. And then there's Moneyball, which I haven't seen the movie, but I read the book, and it was an excellent book.
Heard
so
it
I'm
was
sure.
really good.
Great movie.
Baseball, so I have to watch that. Yeah, so we'll have to get to see some of these movies. And then we have the Grammys are coming up, and I am a huge Adele fan. And I don't mean huge as in she's huge. She is, but I mean, I just love her music.
I love her music. I was
Yeah.
listening to
Something.
that on the way to work
So
today.
she injured her voice, didn't she?
Yeah.
I heard on tour.
She's still out, isn't she?
Yeah, she's not singing. What a
Oh,
bummer.
that's so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm sure she's going to sweep up on there. And then you have the usual, the Lady Gaga, who I'm over. Did you like the Madonna thing at halftime? Did you see it?
Yeah.
She was lip syncing, wasn't she? That drives me
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All that money, sing the damn songs.
Right.
Come on. I mean, the stage
There were
production
bits and
was
pieces where you
gorgeous.
could
but
hear her vocals, and
Yeah.
they actually sounded really good. And so I was wishing that they had done the whole thing live because she still can sing, and so that kind of bummed me out.
gotta admit,
Felt
she
like
looks great.
Yeah,
though.
she looks amazing.
Wow, she's
beautiful.
53.
Three.
Okay.
Wow, she just looks great. Yeah, and who else is up? Pink. I'm a big Pink fan.
I
Me
love
too.
Pink.
I know that probably is a little feminine of me to like her, but I do like Pink. She's really good. And then they started was it The Voice? What's the show with CeeLo
Oh, yeah,
Green?
The
Yeah, yeah,
Voice.
yeah.
That started.
I did watch that. I did not get to see the Super Bowl. I was working, but I did watch The Voice, and it was really
How
good.
does that work? I haven't seen it yet. Is that similar to American Idol?
Oh, that's the one
Yeah.
where we're all
Yeah, we all
turned
get to
around.
turn our chairs
Yeah, yeah,
around.
yeah, yeah.
You're like,
So
I
as
want you.
they don't know what the person looks like, so all they're voting on is their vocals.
Okay.
How do they sound? And
As it should be.
right,
Yeah.
exactly. And so as they hear the performer singing, they get to decide whether it's somebody they want to work with. And I think they get like 13 people to work with in the start, and it gets down to the winner. And it's fun to kind of actually watch the performer or the cast,
The panel. Yeah.
the
It's
panel
Christina Aguilera.
fight with each other over the
CeeLo.
performer.
CeeLo's in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they
Maroon
fight
5
over
guy.
who the performer's going to work with.
Yes. So they push their button and they turn around
Right.
if they like the performer. And usually there's one or two people. There's a country guy, Christina,
Yeah.
CeeLo, and
Is it Blake something?
Maroon 5 guy.
Levine.
Maroon 5. Yeah,
Levine.
yeah, yeah. Adam
Adam
Levine.
Levine.
Yep.
And Christina just goes at
Yeah?
the other.
Yeah, she seems
Adam
snarky.
mostly.
I was having
yeah.
a really hard time watching. She looked like way too much makeup,
Yeah.
way too much cleavage. She's a
And way
beautiful
too
girl
much-
with a voice to boot. And why does she have to do all that?
I
It's over the
agree.
top, and it makes me go, what's going on underneath there? Why is
Yeah.
she so overdone? Because she doesn't need to be.
Yeah.
She
No?
seemed
True.
a little. Did you watch it last night? Mm-hmm. Okay, she seemed a little bit more, I guess, tense, kind of pretentious, a little bit snooty.
It came out very unattractive.
Yeah, and I was like, I love you.
Yeah,
Wow.
please don't ruin my like
Yeah.
for you.
Huh.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm sure that probably went off the charts as far as viewership because it was right after the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Right?
Right after.
Wow, good time to have it on.
Mm-hmm.
We have a new movie concept that's coming along. I want to try to get these people on. You ever hear of Cineopolis? Have you heard of this thing?
Heard of it?
This is
Oh, is that movie theater?
yeah, they opened one down in Del Mar.
Yeah.
And it's like a ultra luxurious movie theater that you can actually, it has a bar in it. So when you go into the theater, you buy your tickets. They give you assigned seats. They take you in there and you sit down. It's a lazy boy.
Oh my
And the waiters come around with handless devices or wireless devices, and they take your order for drinks and dinner. And you have a little slide-out table, and I think it's around $20 a movie, but it's worth the extra money.
Yeah.
Because
And what are
it's-
the prices like on the food and drink?
It was reasonable, I thought.
You can get like
normal.
sushi and stuff too, right? I
You
think
can
that's
get
what
just
one of
about
my friends
anything
said.
in
Yeah.
there. Yeah,
And was
so
it good? The food good?
the food was good,
And
they're-
gourmet popcorn.
yes, and gourmet popcorn. And they're opening one. I think they're finishing up right now. They're opening one in La Costa.
La Costa, where the
right,
Ultra starts.
right down by Ignite, down where the Ultra.
There's a little
starts.
controversy going on with that simply because Tomiyama's a sushi place right next door, and they thought that was very kind of unkind and uncool to do that.
Oh.
But I think people,
It'll work out for sure.
I hope so.
Hey, once again, thank you guys for joining me. And we're here every Monday, except for Kathy's going to be gone next 2 weeks. We'll have her back soon after. But I want to thank the girls from Headline Salon, and I'll see you all next week. Have a great week.